And what's the word I'm looking for? In honor, in honor of my boy Robert Bigler, the Kansas City fan. I'm wearing a what is it, like a pullover sweatshirt zipper. In all actuality, I just went outside to get some what do you call it, dinner. Went to Taco Bell. The line was long, or what not what do you call it? The drive-through line was long as Foxtrot. So I said, I'll go inside. So I did. Still waited a long time. And you know what pisses me off? You know what pisses me off? Touchdown, Lions, and it looks like another ass whooping, except the home team is doing it today instead of the home team getting ass raped on TV. And speaking of playoff games, I found out about almost an hour ago. Guess who is going to the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Fake Pirates tomorrow? This guy. Front row, with my very, very special, awesome, good friend, Billy Sports Guy. He got a call, said, or a text, says, "Hey, do you still want to go?" And I'm like, "Yes." Tickets were very reasonable for front row. Very reasonable for front row. So I said, "Why not? Why not?" So I am. Take some money out of savings. There you go. It was 50, was it 50 here today? It's gonna be raining tomorrow, which is gonna make it a bigger, not Kansas, Missouri misery cold, but for Floridians it'll be cold. Eagles should have a problem because they're used to colder weather games. It might be sloppy. But yes, and I'm honest, one of the reasons why I'm going is because I want to see that Philadelphia Eagle win. I want to see it. Because even though I got some friends that are Tampa Bay Fake Pirate fans, and the ones I know are legit non-bandwagon a-holes. Most of them are. Rob Bigler says, "I'm living vicariously through you guys." Hey, Biggs, if I can, next game in Kansas City, if I go. But if I go, hanging out with you at your house, save money. If the room is still available, I would love that. I don't want to put you out. I would definitely want to, but again, it's one of those things. And if I walk in the stadium, I'm walking in with you and a couple other Kansas City fans, because I am not going to be fucked over again by the fucked up security that is the Kansas City security. And that's not me being mean. That's not me being malicious. That's me being fucking truthful. Fucking asshole. Kaylee's here. Kaylee, don't swear like me. Good to see Kaylee. In fact, let's see who's in the audience. We got John Leon, we got Rob Bidler, as stated. Vicky Orr. Good to see you, honey. Ron McClendon. Kaylee, like I said, don't be me, don't swear. Be a good girl. Anna Diaz, permission to come aboard. Granted. Asylum's in the house. What's your take on Pittsburgh versus Bills? First off, And I want to hear from Biggs on this as well. First off, I think they should have postponed the friggin' Kansas City game because they postponed the Buffalo game. Why? If you're gonna have colder weather, why couldn't you have postponed the Kansas City game? I want to know what because again, Biggs is there. What's the difference? Was it warmer today? Was it warmer today, or was it going to be colder today than it was? I don't understand the reasoning on that. Chris Lentz is in here. I'll have my take on Pittsburgh versus Bills. And Green Bay ate up the cow patties for sure, for sure. Who else is here? Freddie Chavez is here. Thank you, Freddie Chavez. Ed Winchell, how the hell are you? I am so. Oh my God, I am so ready to go to work. Please, dear Lord, my God, Dios, Yahweh, Allah, all of the names for the more powerful being. Please, dear Lord, let me find some employment soon so I can get out to some games that are not here in Tampa, that are Raider games elsewhere, and Raider activities elsewhere, and Raider fun elsewhere. OG, you can fucking swear. Thank you for being. It's good to see OG Jack Daniels. Good to see. I hope you're coming in tonight. Again, okay. I want to hear from Biggs on why they didn't do the game. Why didn't they push back the game? Pittsburgh is going to win that game. I'll tell you this: water bottles were freezing solid in 2 minutes, and beer was freezing in 5 minutes. I don't know anything about beer freezing. Okay, and then Gabe is popping in. Buffalo game was canceled. Canceled? Was it canceled or postponed? I think he means postponed because they had 5+ feet of snow. Lake Elsie. This had really freaking cold. Oh, I think he means KC. Chris, I saw a little bit of the. I saw that there was. You were talking, and I couldn't watch all of them because I was busy doing other things. I apologize. I saw some of your messengers, buddy. I didn't blow you off. I just wasn't able to watch them all. And see, okay, so it was colder today. Okay, getting some word out. It was colder today, so it would have been worse. There was no travel ban in effect for Buffalo. Okay. Jay is here from South Carolina. My girl, Jay Room. Sharif is in the house. Thank you, man. And Anna's talking with Ed. Anna's talking with Vicky. G Mike's here. Thank you there, G Mike. Freezing Central Misery. Okay, and Sharif is definitively on the Antonio Pierce bandwagon. I'll talk about. If you guys did not see my post, I was very evident on my post. I like Antonio Pierce. And I think that Antonio Pierce, if given the job, can be like D'Amico Ryans. He could be like D'Amico Ryans and what he did with one season in Houston. Houston had a playoff team this year, had a playoff game at home, and won, beating the Brownies pretty convincingly too. So D'Amico Ryans could do that. Okay, that's a touchdown. Yeah. showboat. So the Rams are getting closer. Is that Atwell? Okay. So the Rams are pulling closer. As of right now, 21-16 with the extra point to be decided. A little bit closer. Yeah, you got to catch up. Who else is here? If you're here, pop in the comments section so I can see you're here. Hollywood is here. Good to see you. What's going on there, Shipmate? And yes, Hollywood, because I told Ed that this is funny. I told Ed that you don't think he really exists. You had a chuckle. Check out the show. Was it Ed? Was it Thursday's show? Yeah, it was Thursday's show. He really does exist. It wasn't an AI image. It could have been. It could have been an AI image, but Anna was talking to him. So, Big says Lions are going to win. We'll see. And then, okay, we're caught up. We're caught up. Cool beans. Okay, now that I got that done, let me see if I can get over to. Okay, let me get it to. Yeah. Get to my channel. If I can see that, I know. We're up to 2,150 subscribers. That's pretty freaking cool. We got a few subscribers. I like that. See what we got here. Hopefully, I don't have it on. I hope I don't get advertised straight up. Okay, good. It is on. Okay, that's good. Last Thursday, yeah. OG is here in the comments. Hopefully, we'll hear from OG. That'll be awesome to hear from OG. OG is here. I've already been talking for 15 minutes. I haven't really even said anything, right? I normally talk anyway. I don't say anything. I get it. So you do that every time. Not true. So we've had that. Oh, Jamie did. Jamie said, "Hey, are we going?" And I said, "Yes." So I will be there tomorrow. Front row. Can't wait. Vicky says, "Pop in OF." No, I think she means OG because if I would be popping in OF, that would be popping in OnlyFans. There's a few people I'd be popping in OnlyFans for. Just saying. I know what you meant, Vicky. I just thought whenever I see OF in the big capital letters, that's OnlyFans to me. Pop in, OG. There is the link. I'm going to put it up again. Well, there it is. Here's the link. Hey, John. Okay, I see your comment. He can complain. It's his dime, shall we say. And you know what? I was talking to people the other night. I was over on the Protect the Shield podcast. Enjoyed the hell out of that. Go check out that channel as well with Chris. Protect the Shield podcast. We had myself on. And if you think I talk a lot, I couldn't get a word in edgewise because we had Stu Schweigert on the show, and I love Stu. Then we had Raider Transplant, who is his last name is Reyes. Angelo Reyes was there. And between Angelo and Stu, I got a few words in. 5-hour show. 5-hour show. So OG can complain about whatever the fuck he wants. Okay. Well, and thank you, Gabe, for putting this in there. Okay. Raiders head coaching search is finally getting underway. Okay. Better get on that ball. That's a lateral, and that would have been a fumble. Leslie Frazier, former Vikings coach. He's defensive coordinator somewhere. He's defense coordinator somewhere. Vicky's gonna be right back. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was trying to pitch it to a board. All right, let me get some of mine. Daniel, I'll be right here. Wait a second. You know me. I gotta have some of my either mostly Arnie Palmer's sweet teas and lemonade, but definitely it's going to be sweet tea if it's at home. Oh, good. Go. Keep going. This is gonna be this is gonna be like a pinball machine. Anyway, my buddy, Jack Daniels, you ready, bro? You ready? He is ready. Good. I like to make sure he's ready. So, without further ado, my friend, my buddy, my pal, from Chronicles Black Hole, OG Jack Daniels. How you doing, brother?
Doing my Jedi shit, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say, man. It's like, oh, there you
This
go.
is
Hey, good to see you, man. You
this
know,
is
and
my Chris.
I will say this. I'll say this, and I'm glad you popped on because Jay, as well as Hollywood, asked about, hey, how's OG? And I said, you know what? I haven't heard from him in a bit, so I need to call him. And
And
you were on my list of things to do. You
nah,
were
man,
on,
I had a lot of medical crap to deal with, but went and
I
got
got
myself a
you.
went and got myself a killer Christmas present here.
Well, we love it straight out of it. I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so
We're
otherwise,
glad you're here. We're glad you're here, man. What's going on?
nothing, just hanging back, watching things evolve and turn and watching things go and go. Making some observations
There
and
you go. Okay, well,
got
okay. Here's your op. Hey, John, it's not a complaint yet. John says he's just going to bitch about something. He's allowed to, John. You're allowed to come in here and bitch.
I'm gonna bitch about John.
Oh, okay. Okay. I teed him up for that. So there you go.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
what's
man, been
going on?
watching what's going on, and I'm got some observations, things I'm
Sure.
watching and going, thinking about, and going. Okay, so Carmen Brasillo, offensive line coach,
Bye.
right? Went to the Giants parallel move. Like, okay, that's fine. Nobody batted an eye. But when Patrick Graham teams are inviting him to a parallel move, Mark Davis is going, no.
Good
Now, if
point.
it's a head coaching interview, he's allowing him to. He has to allow him to do it. What I'm thinking is this is kind of a sign,
Yes, it is.
kind of a signal. He's going to keep Patrick Graham. He's going to
Yeah.
keep AP and get an offensive coordinator because the offensive people are all going to be gone if an offensive coordinator comes in. Okay.
Right.
The other thing is, Mark hasn't done any interviews for the head coaching job. Why is
Yeah.
that?
According
Because he's
according
going
to
to keep
according to
AP.
Gabe,
He's
according to
going to do
Gabe.
his little league due diligence, Rooney Rule stuff,
Yeah.
and keep AP. I got a feeling, and it's a good feeling. It's a
I got a
really good feeling.
feeling that things are going fine. Oh
I
yeah.
got, I
Okay,
got, I
actually, I'll
got
do some. That's
a
it. We'll
really
do
good
some
feeling.
Beatles. We'll do some Beatles.
I got a good
I love
feeling
that
about
song, by the way.
that. Also,
Go ahead.
70% of the nation wants, and not just the fans and the players and the
Right.
coaches, want AP. Mark's Mark can be dumb, but Mark's not stupid. Okay, he made this mistake 2 years ago,
We saw you. Yeah.
hmm and he's hearing it, and he goes, "I don't want to do another parade through the city for my women's basketball team, and people holding up the signs going, 'Smarten up, Mark. You should have hired AP.'" He don't want to see that. He knows the fans will get in his face, and it's kind of cool if they have the ability to do so. So things are looking good, and I think AP would be good for our team. Give him a small contract, 2, 3 years. Let him prove it, and then he'll end up being our head coach forever, like long, long term, like some Mike Tomlin shit. Um, because he's the next Dan Campbell. Period. Undrafted free agent. Let's go through some. Al Davis, right? Had a coach, was a coach, had to leave being the coach because he became the AFL
Commissioner.
commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
So what does he do? He takes the linebackers coach, John Madden, and puts him in charge.
Mm-hmm.
After John Madden retires, who do they do? They look at within and get Tom Flores. They're not hiring people from outside.
Right.
And we won with that formula. If Mark Davis can figure it out and say, oh, hire from within, let's do it the Raider way. And I'm going to tell you right now, the end of this season, we were doing it the Raider way with one exception. We were the least penalized team in the NFL. and that's good. That's an
Yeah.
improvement on the Raider way.
Right.
But we did it the Raider way. Like, dude, you and I are old school. We've got 3 rings we can dust off and shine up. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is the way it was done. The way it's been done at the end of this season. Pierce will bring back our culture, the Raider way. And
Well,
that's how we win.
he's brought it back already.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
brought it back already. And again, people, I don't want people bitching about my comments that I made because nobody asked my opinion. But I said there are fantastic head coaches out there. There are that are available. But for those that won Harbaugh, he's gone to LA and he's not going to be let out of the fucking building. They're going to say whatever you want, we're going to give to you, and he's going to get it. So Harbaugh's going to LA. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to steal
Oh,
something.
wait. While we're on it, and I said Vrabel would be a fantastic head coach, and he would be a fantastic head coach, but he doesn't think of the Patriot way because he's kind of like the anti Belichick. He did things on his own. For some people, actually forget that he was a Patriot in some respect because they always go through the Patriot coaches that suck, and there's a lot of them, right? So
Yeah, but he's not a Raider.
I I got I got you. I'm just saying if we don't at least entertain the thought, if we don't at least entertain the thought, then I'm saying this is
Everything just froze up. Is that me or you?
the opportunity. AP would have been hired immediately had there not been a growth up. Let me get rid of some of these windows. I have to keep up some of them because I am looking for jobs and I have a bunch of fucking
But dude, I sent you to a place. Did you not check it out?
I partner time, time. I need to work on time.
Right.
That's
I gave you some information. Did you check it out or no?
I checked out the one, but I haven't been able to follow up sufficiently. So I haven't
Mm.
blown you off. It's just I have to follow up more.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of going there myself. So just giving you a heads up. But
Yeah, good.
no, the thing is this, man. If you're not a Raider, I don't want you. You're not a man who fought your way through from an undrafted free agent, getting into the game, getting onto a roster, getting into winning a Super Bowl. Like, if you fought your way up like that, that's who I want, and that's AP. I'm telling you right now, Vrabel ain't a Raider. Harbaugh ain't no damn Raider. And besides, he's not going to the Chargers either. Okay, let's just get real. The Spanos family don't pay head coaches, and Harbaugh's already out of our reach price wise because he's already gotten a $15 million a year, 10-year deal offer before he won that championship. He's not coming here. He's not going to pay for do this for $10 million a year.
No, I don't. I
Okay,
don't think he's coming here either. I'm just saying
hell no.
if he was to take a head coaching job in this order, okay, I think money wise he'd go to Washington because they got a bunch of money to spend.
The Bears. You got the number one and the
That's
number nine pick.
that's the second place you would go.
Right.
Again, the McCaskey family and that family doesn't spend money either. If you want to
Right.
go to the place that he wants to get PAID, correct. I said PAYED the other day just to piss people off because they know that I'm very correct on shit. So he
Mhm.
wants to be PAAAAAYYYYYED. He wants to get paid.
Yeah, but he ain't going to get paid by us, and he's
No,
definitely got
no, no,
an
no, no,
appeal.
no. If he wants to get paid, he'll either go to Washington. That'll be the place to get paid because Chicago is stingy, Spanos is stingy, and Mark is stingy. Stingy.
Right. But he pays more than the Spanos family, but he's not paying Michigan money.
No.
He's probably going to stay in Michigan. Let's be real, unless he goes to Washington.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's what I said.
Bye. Good on you.
Yeah, good on you.
Um, no, man, I'm telling you, I got a good feeling about this year, and if we're smart and keep AP, the future is bright, brother. And now,
Well,
who's the guy who said I was going to just complain about shit? What was his name?
John,
Well,
John,
okay, I'm going to complain about John here. Who the fuck is
okay,
John?
John Leon, John Leon. He's gonna find out anyway. John said you were just gonna fucking complain.
I'm going to complain about John. John, you don't fucking know me. Anyway, so no, but seriously, bro, I've been doing the medical roller coaster ride. I got stuff going wrong, stuff I got to fix, all
Okay,
this crap. The VA's messing with me. Like, I'm going to have to go pay for private eye surgery on my right eye and all this other stuff. Um, you know, or I don't want to go blind in my eye, man. I mean, wearing a patch would be cool and stuff, but no, you don't get to keep your driver's license when you're there.
right.
Um, but no, bro, wanted to come on, support the show, see how you're doing, see how everybody's doing. Love you guys in the chat. Um, and yeah, man, just trying to fight through life. You know, you get older, you hear about more funerals, you start having medical issues, crap thrown at you, and you got to fight your way through it. Like the other day, my driveway is 432 feet long. You got to go down a hill and up a hill. It's sand and clay. It's a bear. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go check the mail. I walked up into my driveway, sat by my mailbox, and damn near died. And had to come back. It was like, oh my god, it was daunting. Because of my back, because of physical stuff, just physical
Yeah,
stuff. I got degenerative disc disease. My knees are shot. Um, but the cancer medications are causing me high blood pressure, and I have to take high blood pressure medication. It's like, Jesus, I got this pill dispenser
I got
every
one
day
of
of the
those.
week.
I got one of those. So you know
I got
when
every
they come
day. I got
out.
to pop it open and take
Yes.
these pills, and
Yeah.
yeah, dude, life sucks like that. Okay, when you get older, you got to deal with this crap. But
Yeah. Choir preacher, brother.
okay, when you're young and you don't have to live like that, man, life is good. Appreciate it while you got it, bro. Because someday you're gonna be here.
I'm already there. But see, hey, I'm glad you're here because that's one less phone call I have to make. Because I still got I'm still calling up DFAS for fucking money that people owe me, not
Oh,
people but organizations owe me,
mm,
insurance and DFAS and shit like that. I need it at this point, right? I
mm,
so that's the big, and then I got to call VA for shit. I got a VA appointment tomorrow, or no, not tomorrow, Tuesday. So yeah, I'm there
I
with
got
you.
a VA appointment next month. I got to get them to understand that I was exposed to AFFF, which in my state I can't sue in the class action lawsuit because they have a statute of limitation of 3 years. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Really? You've been bought and paid whores by corporations. And that's how it works. I have to make it service connected to the VA, and I got an appointment next month. Dude, other than that, life is just life. I made pot roast tonight. It was freaking slamming.
See, that's the other reason why I want to come up and see you, because I know you'll feed me. I know Jay will feed me, and I know Hollywood will feed me. I'll go from place to place to get fed.
Yeah, you come here, you're gonna look like a freaking sumo wrestler. Just saying.
There you go.
But
Hey, let me do that, man. That's why I got the big truck, so I can. I got the grab handle.
you're gonna have to increase your suspension. Yeah. Anyway, listen, bro, just wanted to say hi, see how things are going. Also, John, whoever you are, screw you, shit in your hat. I'm complaining about you.
John, you can come on and rebuttal later on.
Yeah, I'll be watching.
Yeah, you can come on and rebuttal. And Jay says for you, well, actually you to reach out to her.
Okay, I will.
Jay
I've
says that.
been doing stupid stuff, but I will.
Okay, I've done my part. She said it. I pointed. Fucking do it.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, partner.
All right,
You
man.
take
Well,
care.
you have a good night, bro.
I will. You take care, man. Always good seeing you.
You too, bro. Bye.
All right. There you go. That's OG, man. So we go from OG to BT. Yeah, if you guys don't get it, that is Black Thanos. Black Thanos, give me a mic check, motherfucker. How you doing?
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Good. You're very clear tonight. I take it you're not in the catacombs of the subways or whatever.
In the bowels of the metropolis. No, not tonight. I'm grateful to be off. And I saw you on the air. And what a blast from the past to see OG there. I wish him the best, of course. But
Yes.
I have to remark what a complete turnaround from the gloom and doom he expressed just about a year ago during the off season.
True.
That some major moves were made and we said goodbye to some people. So it's good to see him come around and see that in the end, the Raider way will always prevail. It's
That's
bigger
right.
than one individual. The shield, the mission continues. But I also want to say at the outset, AP or else. I saw your post, which was well written, and I can appreciate your sensibilities concerning some of those other potential candidates.
Yeah.
But I will be very crystal clear. Mike Vrabel couldn't even win in the AFC South. He can stay over there. We don't need no more Patriot byproducts associated. No, I don't care if he subscribed to the philosophy or not. That's just a curse with that organization. He failed in Tennessee. He's not going to do anything with us. Harbaugh is just another control freak. He's basically assuming them for Gruden and McDaniels. People say, well, he's an offensive genius.
That's
And
why
I was on your show a year ago, and we were talking about over a year ago when everyone kept convincing me what a offensive mastermind McDaniels was. And you already know my position. It's
and every time I talk about McDaniels, I said it, and Black Thanos, aka my boy Sharif, had him pegged from day one because you brought up the fact that he fucked up the Rams spot as the OC there before he even went back to the Patriot. I remember that. I do, and I make sure that they know that I cite you. I give due credit where credit is due. I don't take other people's thoughts and say that they're my own.
No. I mean, you bring a lot to the table, Cat. You're seasoned, you're knowledgeable, you're passionate about this, and you're informed. We may not agree on every single item, but I definitely can respect your thought process and where it's coming from. Because the bottom line is we both want to see the Raiders and the Shield
Yeah,
succeed.
yeah,
So I don't want Jim Harbaugh over here. I don't want another retread. I don't care what he did in Michigan. That's fine. You know, if you want to go by resumes, hell, McDaniels had a nice resume full of Super Bowl titles and some offenses that did pretty good. It meant nothing over here.
yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Better than the resume is a man who can reach the truth. And as AP has said, his resume is on the grass.
I
This
got you.
current generation of young men who play professional football, they don't want to listen to some bookworm who never played the game with some glasses and some damn playbook as thick as a phone book thinking he know it all. They don't want some old guy they can call grandpa. They need someone that can speak the language they understand. And with the Raiders, it's always been kind of intrinsic in our history when Madden was very young when he got his start.
Yes.
Even Gruden, the first time around, was
33.
relatively young, and they were able to reach the troops. So that's a gift you can't teach. And we saw the change almost overnight, starting with the Giants win, and then playing a very tough Jets defense and edging them out. We were in every single game. Well, with the exception maybe of the first Chiefs game where they kind of,
No,
got away from us.
we were winning that one too, just like we did the last time. We went to Kansas City. We were up 17-0 to Kansas City, and they came back. We were up 14-0 at home, and then it just seemed like to me. It seemed like Patrick Graham forgot to say he got scared and he started laying back and let them do the shit that they did because that defense was so different in the
Right.
Christmas game than it was in the game that we played them in our house. Had he done that when we played them in our house, or maybe I'm talking out of turn, but it seemed like two different defenses as to how they played.
Indeed. And it might have just been some of that old Christmas magic.
Yeah,
That game alone sealed the deal for me. To go in the reigning world champions building, and they needed that game to get the number one seed.
fuck them.
Right, exactly. And of course, and the way we beat the Chargers like a Chinese stepchild,
Mm-hmm.
they got rid of their coach right after that.
Yeah,
So
no nastiness.
So, we've had some very impactful moments with a fourth rounder at quarterback at the helm, a O-line that was kind of patchwork with Colton Miller in and out most of the year. A bunch of young kids on defense and imposing the discipline and poise and restraint not to make costly mistakes. That's
Yeah.
almost unheard of. Even some of our best teams in history has always been afflicted by penalties. That's all attributed to the top. AP or else. To me, there is no other candidate, and I'm not mad at Max Crosby if, and I stress if, he indeed drew the line and said he would demand a trade, because sometimes you have to respect your soldiers, especially your best soldiers who go to war for you. And he's already spent 5 years here. And I
Yeah.
noticed in his last post-game remark, he said, he's getting tired of not going to the playoff. When January comes around, he's sitting home.
Yeah.
He's a premier talent, and his voice should be considered, as well as Devontae and some of the others in that place. So listen to the players. Mark Davis has never played the game. I doubt if he can tie his shoestrings without getting dizzy, but listen to your players. And when he made that apology after firing McDaniels at 1 a.m. Eastern time, I'm hopeful that finally it sunk into him that, he's going to listen to the troops, stop trying to make some glamorous splash, stop trying to be the smartest guy in the room when you're not. We learned the big mistake from Gruden, who put this team back years with horrible draft picks, terrible contracts, and fracturing the Raider culture, where there was like a There was like a sectarian thing going on within the ranks. It was like Bruton's guys and the rest of the team.
Well,
He's gone now. McDaniels, he had that same problem with Denver, where a lot of the players did not like him. And Brandon Marshall will talk to you for 5 hours straight
oh
about
yeah,
his issues with
yep, yep.
McDaniels.
And I want to cut you off real quick, only because my post, and again, I do enjoy everything that AP has done. I do enjoy everything that AP has done, but I think that we would be remiss as an organization when they have all of these quality coaches, and they are quality, okay? When you say that the names of Pete Carroll, Mike Vrabel, and I know, like I said, I know you think he's got stink on, but he's a different smell than the New England Patriot bullshit, okay? Vrabel, Pete Carroll, who's won both in the NCAA level and a Super Bowl, and is one fucked up call away from having a second trophy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I put him on the list as well. Harbaugh, I give due because at least he has the Raider ties and would fit in, and the Bay. Yeah, he was the Bay Area. He went from the Raiders, and he went down to USC. Then he went to and that needed all the things he needed to do. But he is a quality coach. I don't necessarily want him, but I said if you're, and I, by the way, I prefaced it to say if AP isn't our coach. I hope people caught that. If AP isn't going to be our coach, this is my order. This is my order.
Right.
Okay. So people need to fucking read. Reading comprehension is a bitch nowadays. But
No, you did make that caveat, Cat.
Yeah,
You didn't say you preferred these guys in place of them.
right. I said
I'm just being specific in terms of, for
I
me.
got you. But I tell you what, AP, but we better have a fucking quality offensive coordinator.
Oh, absolutely.
Better have a qual because AP can do what we see what D'Amico Ryans is doing, what Dan Campbell is doing. They got the locker room under their control as far as these motherfuckers would go through walls for them, but they need all of the piece parts to do it. And we need an offensive guy to come in if AP is going to be the coach. We better
Right.
have some quality motherfucker throwing the offense into gear. So I just needed to make sure people saw that, heard that, remembered that. Because we will not go anywhere if AP is the head coach and we don't have a good offensive coordinator and Graham leaves. You got fucking Patrick Graham out, that the team's going to fall flat too. There you go.
I don't think the drop would be that drastic without Graham. And I say that because it's not like Graham came aboard the same time as AP. He was here when McDaniels was here, when the Bills ran all over us, when the Chicago Bears embarrassed us and beat us like it was no tomorrow, and et cetera, et cetera. That's the same Patrick Graham, but under the right uh, guidance and input from a man who's a world champion, a middle linebacker who played with Hall of Famers, and understanding the sensibilities and needs and how to get a defense truly activated and speaking that and allowing Patrick Graham to explore a new approach. I believe that's when you saw this defense really blossom into a elite unit.
Right.
Because early in the year, it was the same old with us.
Yes, Patrick Graham was allowed to be more of the defensive guy that he is showing, right? But they both came in at the same time. They both came in under McDaniels. In fact, Graham said he wasn't going to be going anywhere, but he came in under McDaniels because of the familiarity with him. And he
Right.
came in as the linebackers guy. So they came in at the right time. At the same time, but what I'm saying is that he had and I call him McFired. I know Jack Kenna calls him McShitnuts, and everybody else calls him McAsshole or McFucking stupid or McFucked up. I can't remember what Schweiger called him. He called him something quite tasty the other. I get it. Motherfucker's gone. Graham was allowed to be the best defensive coordinator that he could be, and he prospered at it. So that's why I'm saying that
Right. And
you
that's
need
and
to
that's
have
what
that
a
in there.
skilled, effective head coach does. It's
Right.
not only players he's in charge of, as you just pointed out, it's the staff and
Right.
maximizing their abilities and what they bring to the table. And with AP, Graham was able to achieve that. We weren't getting blown out like we did in Buffalo or Chicago, or barely able to score points against the Broncos in week 1.
Yep.
So it goes hand in hand. And I believe Mark Davis is going to do all that he can. I would hope, because I believe there will be mutiny out here if he drops the ball and breaks the heart of that locker room. You may have multiple players make a mass exodus like Moses and say, "Get me the hell up out of here," because that would be the ultimate slap in the face. And above all else, Jack, AP reunited the fan base.
Yes.
We were so fractured, bipolar, divisive, some resentful because of some players are no longer here, hating on the team, being snide, cynical. AP infused what we grew up with, rejuvenated that, and the team bought in.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw Nichols pick up his play, Kuntz, and the acquisition of Jack Jones,
Yes.
who AP knew personally. These are all brilliant
Yep.
moves, and in just half a season, and he was above 500. He
Yes.
inherited a team that was 3-5. He was already behind the 8 ball, and had we maybe scored at least a touchdown against the Vikings, maybe we squeeze into the playoff. As incredulous as
No,
that sounds.
that's what I said. If we beat the Vikings, if we beat the Steelers, if we don't get railroaded in Indianapolis, you
Right,
get two of those games. We're definitely a high wild card. We might be the what's it 1, 2, 3, 4. We're definitely the number 5 seed if we get two of those games. If we get one of those games, the right game, we're probably number 7. But one
yes,
of those games, two of those games, we're playing this weekend, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and I didn't even go into the Viking game. All we needed was a one play. I said it
right.
when we had the thing, one play, and Jack Jones had the play, and he would have had 3 straight pick 6s,
That's right.
3 straight pick 6s because he had a pick 6 against the Chargers, he had a pick 6 against the
Chief
Chiefs. If he
Queefs,
would
yeah,
have had a pick 6 against the Vikings, that would have been the game. Carlson, I'm
today.
going to say gets the fucking point. We win 7-3.
So I'm waiting anxiously this Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm expecting and demanding a announcement from Al Davis' son to do the right thing, to use common sense and give the people, give the Raiders, give the nation what they want, and better yet, what we deserve, and keep this
I don't know if he'll do
mindset
it.
going, keep this
I don't think.
tenacity and effort going, keep the
Yeah.
culture going. Because I didn't recognize the Raiders for about a good 5 years. They were in the colors, but a lot of what was happening, the feel of it, the sectarian elements of it, wasn't the Raiders I grew up with back in the 70s or even the 80s or the 90s for that matter. Even though we weren't very successful, but the culture was still intact.
Yeah.
It took a man from Compton to wake that up. And for me, it's AP or else. And because we're on the public airways, I'm not
Oh,
going to specify what the or else is.
okay. Well, I was going to say because we can cuss as you know now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I just
I
wanted
know,
to.
Pat. Well, lastly, I want to ask you about, this is a curious subject. A lot of people are taking delight in Dallas losing tonight,
Right.
and they never beat the Packers. They've been smitten by the Packers since the fucking Ice Bowl. And I put on Facebook a week ago, I said, unfortunately for them, they play the Packers and they're not going to go any further. However, um, I notice a lot of Raider fans in particular have like a certain ire for Dallas. And for the life of me, I don't really understand it. The
I'll
49
tell you why.
hatred I get, the Patriot hatred I get, the Steeler hatred I get. These are teams that actually hurt us over the decades, or who has wronged us in some sort of way. Outside of us almost meeting Dallas in Super Bowl 12, we don't really have any significant history with them. They're in the NFC East. We're on the West Coast.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. And I think that this is probably for many Raider fans because maybe in New York you don't see it as much because you see it's Jets and Giants, right? Jets and Giants, Jets and Giants. And you don't see a lot of how about them Cowboys up in New York. Although they are national as well, I will give them that. But I will tell you this, Sheree, I get a belly full. I get a belly full of how about them Cowboys pretty much from everybody. And there are a few Cowboy fans that I know personally that are decent. A few that I know that are decent. But the majority of them, including my son-in-law, I don't know if you caught that when I was maybe it was a personal thing. My son-in-law comes into Vegas this last weekend
Mm-hmm.
with my daughter, stepdaughter. So yeah, I just throw the steps out. But he and his family are the biggest cowboy hunts there are. And they're from San Diego, so when it's not the Cowboys, they were all Gargler fans too. So I get a double dose of bullshit, right?
Right.
But it's Cowboys always, and then they would fall back on the Chargers, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
said, I am the biggest Raider hater there. And he said this when I introduced him to.
Wow.
When I introduced him to Off the Hook, Miss Brown. I introduced him to Miss Amy Gonzalez. I introduced him to Mark Acasio's wife because she was over there and Mark was out of his gear. So some people don't know what Mark looks like. And that,
Right.
yeah, because he's very, very tight on when he's out of gear, right?
Right.
He said in front of all these people, and that's why I teed him up because I said, I know what the answer is. So I said, hey, Miss Brown, I would like to introduce you to my son-in-law, the biggest Raider hater in the building. And he did. He said, yes, I am. So that's why. There are so many Cowboy fans
Mm-hmm.
that have it for the Raider this, the Raider that, the Raider the other. And Jerry Jones is an Al Davis wannabe. He's the Al Davis fucking wannabe because him and Al were very tight, and I'll give him that.
Right. You can't discount that. You know, they
Right.
were actually friends,
They were
and he's the
very
closest thing to Al living, and
exactly.
he's a big
He's
reason
not
why
Al.
we got that pretty stadium.
Yes, but he's not Al, and he thinks he's Al because he thinks he has the football mind because he went to Arkansas,
Right.
where he gets his football knowledge from is his Arkansas roots, and he builds from within with his family because his kids are the chips off the old block, and Al never had that with Mark. He kind of, he pushed Mark away for other reasons, which I won't go into here, and I'm sure people know.
Right.
But the point is that you get the cowboy hacks that are, how about them Cowboys and the Jimmy Johnson era motherfuckers that, and you get a belly full of it. And that is why personally,
Right.
I have no problem giving it to the Cowboys fans. Because
I get it, Cap, because
even walking out of the stadium in Thanksgiving, 2 years ago, the way we were treated, the way we were treated by Cowboys fans, and the cops, the fucking Arlington police were hopping up over an hour tailgate, circling like we were gonna go on a fucking thug rampage.
Wow.
So that's it too. That's the reason why, personally, with me.
Well, that's very valid, Cap. And luckily, well, I guess fortunately for us, since we don't have to be irritated, we see them maybe once every 4 years. Like, of course, I live where there's a lot of Giant fans who
Yes.
despise them. It makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep.
Eagle fans is a blood feud. I'm not far from DC. So, me honestly, Cap, I don't know. I know a few Cowboy fans, and none of them really think anything of the Ravens, other than if they happen to play them that Sunday. But
Right.
to your point, I do realize there's a lot of them in Southern California. And that's probably where they come into contact with some of the Raider fans and back and forth. And remember, for a long time, the Cowboys training camp used to be in Thousand Oaks when
Yes.
Landry was the coach. For years, they used to
Yep.
fly out to California in the off season. So I think that's how they got their fan base, and they still have quite a few fans out there for various reasons. So I think some of those Raider fans who live in those areas and they see the Cowboy jerseys and stuff like that. But it's kind of the thing I guess I'm worried about, Cap, is I'm wondering who's going to win that damn Super Bowl in our building, because they can't be the Niners. And now that Dallas is out the picture, who can potentially beat the Niners if Pollard didn't get hurt last year. And it damn sure can't be the Chiefs. So Dallas is out of the equation and a couple other teams out the equation. But whoever wins that title in our building, it can't be the fucking Niners or the Queefs, God forbid. So there was a couple of teams in my mind who I was thinking can possibly stop the Niners, and Dallas was one of them. Their problem is they can never beat Green Bay, no matter who their quarterback is. Matt LaFleur, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, it doesn't matter. They sit the bed when they play them for some reason. So so while Raider fans are having a good laugh, think of the bigger picture. Because if we see the fucking Niners in our house lifting that Lombardi trophy, it's gonna be a long off season.
I got you, and I understand that. But and I think I've already expressed this as well. I always say, who is the least objectionable team to me? Least objectionable team to me, right? So
Right.
it wasn't going to be the Chiefs. Can't stand the Chiefs. And I know we got Clayton in here, and Clayton's a Broncos fan. But it's like, oh well, it can't be the Broncos because they're division. Can't be the Garglers because they're division, right? So those three are out automatically when they hit the playoffs. I can't fucking stand any of them. And Clayton's a great people. He's from Wisconsin. I love Clayton.
Yeah.
But he's so nice because he's from Wisconsin. So here's the thing. Least objectionable, I usually go right to the NFC. I go right to the NFC. And I've only once, and I know it turned people off, I only once rooted for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Why? Because we came here against the fucking fake Pirates. And I knew what type of bullshit that would bring, right? I knew it. And it didn't happen. The fucking fake Pirates won, and I had to deal with it. So it was kind of like a win lose. But the Chiefs didn't win it, but I had to deal. I had to deal with the fake Pirates shit for so long.
Yeah, you being down there in their neck of the woods, I get it.
Yeah. So the least objectionable, and like I said, I think the Ravens or the Bills, if they represent the AFC, I'm good to go with that.
Yeah, me too. I can live with either of those teams taking it.
And if it's got to be NFC, then again, Niners, fuck the Niners, and I don't have problem with the Niners personally, but most of the nation does, and I lived through that when I had to deal with the Niners in Vegas this past a year or two ago. They're except for my girl Veronica, because I love Veronica. Veronica's
right.
Veronica is one of their super fans, and she is the sweetest, nicest gal there is. And I'm on record. Veronica walks on water. Okay. Point being, aside from Veronica, I can give a flying fuck about the Niner fans because most of them are fucking assholes that I've had to deal with. So that's why I said, if it comes to the NFC, give me the Packers.
Is Detroit winning right now?
Yes, 24-17. And Detroit, as I say, Detroit would be no problem because Detroit has never even been to a Super Bowl.
Right.
To me, Detroit, aka Detroit, is the most reasonable team to win because
Right.
they've never been there and their fans are awesome. They are. I say give me Detroit to win the Super Bowl in Las Vegas because there's really cool fans there. That's what I'm saying.
What did you think about some of the grievances concerning the weather with the Queefs and the Dolphins? Unfortunately, I knew the Dolphins didn't have a prayer. It feels like they've been one and done ever since the Nixon administration. That's about the last time they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But
I was correct in one respect. I said if the Dolphins could throw, they would win. And they had the one pass that Hill took in. That was their only score. And when I saw that, I said, well, they're going to give him a game. And that was it. That was it. Gabe, shut the fuck up. Gabe's backstage going like this. Okay? And Gabe, like, you know, I'm going to get, Sharif and I are talking adult shit. Kid, and I love Gabe, but, you know, adult.
Yeah.
Here, go to the kid table. Okay? But Gabe's going to come in a minute, and then he's going to talk his Giant stuff.
Yeah, so we can get some real, mind-blowing, insightful, enlightening revelations from Gabe. That's always the highlight.
Oh yeah, well he's going to give it. He's going to give it in a minute. Hey, Sharif, last thoughts, aka Black Thanos. What else you got for us, brother?
Well, that's it, Cap. You know, we shall. I guess when the announcement is made, you'll go on the air. Again, AP or else, and just win, baby.
Gabe's got a list of shit he's going to talk about. Is what I'm getting from that. Yeah, he's got a list. At least he's got a list. Okay, so hey, Sharif, always good seeing you, brother. I hope to see you soon. But again, and I harp on this. I am beating the drum because it is true. I ain't doing shit unless I get a job. Because if people say, "Are you going here? Are you going here?" No, I'm not going anywhere until I get a job. The treat going to the game tomorrow is I'm busting like shit that I should be paying for elsewhere. But the ticket price was fantastic for a front row seat with my friend Philly Sports Guy. I will have my captain's cap hat on. I will have my black coat on. I will have a green Eagles towel because he said he's going to get. I said I am fine with that. People will know who I'm rooting for. But he said you can wear a jersey. I said no, I will not.
Yeah, no, yeah, don't commit that treason.
No,
okay.
No. I
Well,
will
enjoy yourself, Pat.
I will shake the towel. Hey, Sharif, you take care, partner.
All right, bro. Good night.
Good luck. Take care, man.
All right, thank you.
Right. That is Black Thanos. Love when Black Thanos is on. Like I said, Gabe's coming up next. Gabe has his views, and they're cool views. Don't fucking piss me off, though, Gabe. You know that. Bring in Gabe. Gabe, how you doing, partner?
Hey, Captain. How's your night going?
I'm good. You're like going, shut up.
It was going on for 20 minutes. All right, I'm sorry.
Hey. I'm sorry. Whose show is this?
Yours, but I get kicked off after 5 minutes, so it's like it's not.
Well,
fair.
because I do have the you were waiting, and
That's
so
fair.
I let people know. Because if I had a lineup of you and then somebody else and then somebody else and somebody else, then I kind of said, hey, we got to go. I want people to come in. I do want people to come in. I used to have that timer.
Oh yeah.
I used to have the timer. So, but I just kind of know when. Vicky, I'll let Jared in when he hits the link.
All right, so I did some great research. So I came on
Go
The
ahead.
other night, let's talk about Carmen Brasilia, or Brasilla. Is that it? Brasilla, right?
Brasili, yeah.
Okay, Brasili. And I didn't really have much research because obviously it was like hours after we hired him. Didn't do much work. But I've been watching some Raiders reporters talk about him, some to kind of get an idea of what he was like, because the media's at practice and stuff like that. So obviously it's a good resource. Do you know by chance a guy who goes by the name Your Boy Q? He's
Yes,
for
I know Q.
Okay. He's from Locked On Raiders, Raider Nation Radio, ESPN Las
Yeah.
Vegas, all that. Okay. He did an interview with one of the Giants podcasts I listen to, Locked On Giants. He gave some really good insight that I wanted to see if you agreed with that he gave. So apparently, what I picked up on is, first of all, the Raiders gave permission to everyone on the coaching staff to accept interview requests.
Yes.
That is correct, right? It wasn't just specific people, right?
Yeah. Everybody.
Okay, so everyone could explore other options. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Your Q also said that he took that Carmen was one of Carmen's greatest traits with the Raiders was he took what he was working with and developed to get the job done. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't great, but the Raiders, he said in his words, this were his words, the Raiders didn't necessarily put top line money, top assets into the O line, and he took, affordable veterans that were, off the market and coached them to, play roles in games and play starting roles. Is that correct?
To be determined, because if you go, in my estimate, okay, let me preface this. I was not the offensive line coach for the Vegas Raiders. Okay, I don't have the qualifications, I don't have the credentials. But what I saw was when there were people that came in and played positions when other people got hurt and the line got better, then in my estimation, it's like, maybe you're not putting the best five out there.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. Now, he did a lot. I will give him that. But he was a McDaniels protege, which means he has that stink on him. I'm just going to say it.
No, and I know, but I also got from, do you know who Hondo Carpenter is by chance?
Yes, I know. I've never met him personally, but I do know who Hondo Carpenter is, yes.
Okay, he said that Pierce also liked him, though. Pierce was a big fan of him as an O-line coach. Like, Pierce wanted to keep him around.
I don't get asked these questions.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is that Mark Davis, Antonio Pierce, Champ Kelly, they don't call me on the phone. They said, what do you think? I'm like, oh, well, if you're going to listen to me, I just thought, this is my opinion, IMO, that the line at times regressed in what they were doing, and I think that they should have done more.
Right.
That's
So,
what I'm going to say.
I also back to Q. Q also said you guys had a 7th round pick out of Ohio State by the name of Theo Munford. Is that correct?
Who was a starter at the end at right tackle by the end of the year? Yes.
Left tackle, correct? Yeah, left tackle.
Well, no, he was playing left tackle when Miller was out. He played right tackle at times when Illuminor switched into right guard.
Right, but what Q was saying, what Q was saying was what you just said about Colton Miller went down, I guess, this year, which was a major injury for you guys. Obviously, your star left tackle, and that Theo Munford actually went in and pretty much held his ground at least at left tackle, or did decent for a 7th round pick. 7th round picks aren't really, they're sometimes.
But I like what the kick because he was out of Ohio State. He played guard and tackle on both sides. He has a lot of upside, and I wanted him to be in at right tackle instead of Illuminor. I wanted Illuminor in at right guard, and then that would have helped the guard situation out. But instead, we had Parham at left guard, and we had Van Roten at right guard. Last year, we had Bars at right guard. I would, again, if they asked me, And I don't go to all the practices, so I don't know. But as far
Yeah.
as the ability, I would have had Illuminor at right guard. I would have had Parm at center.
Okay.
Then maybe uh, Mumford at right side. The line would have been different.
Yeah.
The line would have been
Okay.
different. That's all.
So, Q also said that the run blocking was often a pro, while the pass blocking was suspect. Basically, is what Q said. You said the run blocking, with Josh Jacobs, in when was it 2022 when Josh Jacobs had that big year?
Yeah, but
He said
the
he
run blocking last year was
yes,
better than the run blocking this year. The pass protection this year was better because the line, um, and maybe it wasn't better, but because the quarterback, i.e., O'Connell, was more mobile than Garbagiopolo,
yeah,
they gave him a little bit more time because he was mobile. So it's one of those things where you don't know how the stats really marked up. The quarterback made his own time because the offensive line really wasn't the greatest in run blocking or pass blocking, despite what the stats say. It's what your eyes see, and
yeah.
my eyes saw that they needed to improve.
And then this kind of comes from the Belichick tree, which is the emphasis on versatility. Apparently, he's big on versatility. I guess in training camp, you guys were rotating guys. He also mentioned Parham played center and guard, so Parham basically could play all three interior spots on the line. Something that stood out to me with Dylan Parham specifically is that he was a fourth rounder in 2022, right? Fourth rounder 2022.
He was the third rounder. He was the first pick because the first two picks were taken from Adams. Pick one, pick two were
Oh yeah,
Adams.
right.
Third round was Parham out of Memphis, I believe, is where he went to school.
Yes,
He was
correct.
our
Yeah.
first pick in the draft, and he was pushed back because the Raiders' pick was actually traded to the Titans when they took Malik Willis. So they dropped back to get Parham. So they got a little bit of capital, but he was probably the choice that they had, and they dropped a couple spots and still got the guy that they wanted most likely.
So what Q is saying is that he did a good job, teaching up a third rounder in Parham to basically be a starter day one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Basically be a starter day one, and then also this past year, I guess your center Andre James went down, and Parham came in and then started at your center and held his ground and played pretty well and looked good.
And I think he played better at center than James did, and that's why that was my point. That Parham should have been at center from Jump Street, and they should have figured out who the guards were, not who the center was.
Yep. So and then Hondo Carpenter, he focused more on, or his interview was more on, the relationships that he built with his players at the Raiders. The players liked playing with him, respected him, not only as a coach, but also as a man. They respected him a lot. Was that something that the players emphasized? I don't know if you.
I do not. I honestly don't have a lot of time to read Carpenter's columns. Or I listen to Q when I can, but I don't know all. I'll just nod and say sure, because
okay.
I would be lying if I said I agree or disagree with that because I don't know.
Okay, there was also a right tackle you guys had this year that was, I guess, allegedly it was initially your swing tackle and then he had to play, I guess. Is that correct?
Who are you talking about? Parker?
Well, what did you say? Sorry, can you say his name?
Parker?
Maybe. He's a free agent this year, or now he is. Like, he was with
That
the
would
Raiders.
probably be Parker. Parker's been on the squad for several years, and Parker has not really shown me anything. I don't know why he was on the roster, but yeah, Parker has been the swing tackle for a couple of years.
Okay, that's not who it is then. Hold up. I'm going to do some fast Googling. Anyways, avoid the fact that I said that. I also found that he likes using a fullback, as he's a big fullback guy. Who is the fullback?
And Gabe, I'm going to let you know I do have somebody lined up coming in with as doc. So you were good up until then. So kind of give me your best in 2 minutes.
So okay. He admits when he's wrong, which is nice. Like, has he admitted he's publicly wrong? Like, basically, like, you know, like that's on me, basically. Like, has he, you know, said that before? No, no, you don't know. Carmen, yeah, Priscilla. Carmen, Priscilla.
I don't have time to listen to a lot of the interviews. I get a lot of my information from people telling me that they saw the interview.
Oh, okay, got you. And then my final thoughts are, apparently he runs a zone blocking like he's a big zone blocker. And then he also likes a fullback. Who is the fullback that you guys have? I know he's a free agent, and is he any good? Because apparently we're now linked to him as we bought Carmen Basilia over here. That's my final.
His name is Jakob Johnson. The kid is from He's from Germany. He's a fantastic fullback. We got rid of Alec Ingold, who up until the other day was playing because Alec Ingold played for the Dolphins, got a big contract. Jakob, or AKA Jacob Johnson, is a very good player. And if he is a free agent and the Giants want to have a really good fullback, you will do quite fine with him there.
All right. Thanks, Captain, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, no problem there, Gabe. I said I gave you some time.
Well, you gave me time, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. See you.
Oh, I want one quick before you go. Your thoughts on Dallas leaving. I just want to get your positives.
Honestly, the greatest thing ever. I mean, the Cowboys fans actually thought like this was their year. Like that. I mean, they say it every year, and that's what really pisses me off about them. But they actually legit thought that this was the year, and they thought, and to get absolutely demolished and embarrassed on national television by the Green Bay Packers was maybe the greatest thing I've seen this year. So it was pretty nice, and also they're lucky that score looks better than it could have looked because they got a lot of garbage. They got a lot of garbage time.
They got garbage scores. They said not even that close. And by the way, when I get a chance to do the, well, I probably won't do it now that we're on, but it'll be like a picture of me plus somebody in the screen. But I was going to have that as the kind of like the photo for the show, which was my Facebook. You know, it wasn't even that close, and it wasn't even that close.
Yeah. All right. See you, Captain. Have a good night.
All right, bud. Take care, Gabe. All right, that was Gabe. You're going to get, and again, here we go. Jared, hit the link. Hit the link. Okay? The link is here. I have it there. Right there. Hit the link. And if Jared is coming in for Facebook, it's on Facebook too. Hit the link. Because I will not put my phone because is it still charging? I think it's still charging. Oh yeah, it's at 98%. So I don't put my fucking phone up to the damn microphone. Hit the link. I've told you for a while. And Hollywood says they don't. Yeah, I know they don't call you. I'm trying. I don't know why, but I got a chance to. Okay, and Gabe, now I'm seeing your notes from the back chat. I apologize. I didn't see you. I didn't see your notes. Okay, we're gonna get the doc. Oh, okay. Is that new? Okay, yeah. I guess I just need to have. Oh man, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, now I'm getting spam. I just delete it or I'll block. Okay, that's why I needed to update to get things. I'm gonna bring Doc in here. We're going to hear from Doc. Doc is going to talk to us about the last days of Bill Belichick, I'm sure. What else you got?
It's over. It's over.
That's it.
Finally, it's over.
And what are your true thoughts on that? Because you've been a Belichick fan.
I'm glad it's over, Jay. He was sandbagging the last 3 or 4 years, and we all knew it. And Bob Kraft knew it. And he was trying to be nice because he wanted to get rid of him, but he didn't know how to get rid of him. This year, he finally put the foot down. I think his son said, "You know what, Dad? It's over. Out."
Yeah.
And they're looking around right now. They're already looking around, man. So
Well, then
hopefully we'll
Jared
get a good.
Mayo was already announced as their coach.
Yeah, I know, but Jared Mayo's gonna be the Gerard Mayo's gonna be the one looking for all the pieces. But of course, his Robert Kraft's son will be with him once they find the general manager. Gerard Mayo don't want to be a general manager.
Right. Well, they need that. Okay.
Yes.
So, if he's got to call in, motherfucker. Okay, Jared. Hang on. If
Uh oh,
Jared has
sorry.
to call in- no, Doc, you're good. If Jared has to call in, fucking A, Jared. I love you as a person that always get your shit fixed, and then so we can pop in. Okay. Here's the thing, Jared. Call my phone. I will put the fucking ringer up, or I will see when it goes. Jared, call in, but give Doc at least 5 minutes to talk. Go ahead, Doc.
Oh, sorry.
No. You're on. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Well, I don't want to get in trouble with you. You and your.
No, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. Go on, man.
You get a bunch of ladies on tonight, too. I got to really be careful. So.
Whatever. Whatever.
I got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
I can't be cursing too much.
Okay. Whatever.
So tell me something. How will Davis be able to find the right people to fill the slots? Is he going to keep AP, or is he going to let AP go?
Well, from what I'm seeing here, I think, and people are like said, OG was saying that that Harbaugh is going to either stay at Michigan or go maybe with Washington or maybe with Chicago. I don't think that, and I agree with the fact that I don't think Mark Davis will pay him what he wants, and I don't think Mark Davis will give him the control that he wants. So it's all a smokescreen. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Of all of the people that are out there that I would like as a head coach, and I put this on my posting the other day, I would take if okay, again, quantify it. If AP is not the coach with a brand new, no shit, awesome offensive coordinator, that's the preface. Give me Vrabel or give me Pete Carroll.
Ooh.
That's who I think, but that's not. I don't think that's going to happen either. So I think by default, AP is going to be the head coach. I hope that he gets a offensive guy because let's see, Eric Bieniemy's out there.
Yes.
And Kellen Moore, if Kellen Moore doesn't get picked up, to be a coach already, which is possible, he's out there and he's a respectable offensive guy. Was it David Shaw, the former coach from Stanford? He's out there.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. So again, AP with the right OC, fantastic. But he better bring a good OC with him. That's all.
Do you think he'll be able to do that? You know, Coughlin was pretty. I think he's kind of like Coughlin. He's a little bit of a control freak.
Who, AP?
Yeah.
Well, AP was actually getting help from Coughlin and Adam Gase this year. As far as
really,
yeah, AP allegedly was getting some help from Coughlin. Allegedly, AP was also has as his mentors Herm Edwards when he was with because he was one of Herm Edwards' coach. Okay, so there we go. There's a lot of things going on. So hopefully we will get the people that we want.
Well, I didn't like Tom Coughlin because he beat the Patriots twice. But why I like Tom Coughlin is because of the J Fund in Jacksonville. He was really good with Jay Gillis, and he was one of his players who passed away. and he actually made the J Fund to help his family. He was really, really good. I think his wife passed away too. I'm not sure about. She was very, very bad. Well, last I heard, and they were really, really good. They were great people to the city of Jacksonville. Wonderful, wonderful people. And he started the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was his big deal. He actually started his own team, and he picked everybody, the sausage, the potatoes, the clams, the lobster, everything. He did a great job there. And the guys there, they still all the old guys that are members still love him because of what he does for the community. And his daughter is a great lady too. Really good people. Um, but I'm hope. But again, put the Giants and the Patriots aside. I try to be open minded to people that do great things. And they were talking about something about something, and I said, yeah, I know. In 1987, the Dolphins won the Super Bowl. I said, well, I was in the Philippines with Captain Jack back in those days. That's a couple of days ago, but
Yeah, just a minute.
just a few days.
Yeah, and I'm looking at a picture that was shared by Rob, where he was talking about the beers freezing. It's a picture of a frozen beer in Kansas
Oh
City.
God. Oh, you mean the old freezers in the reaching freezers in the Philippines?
No. For those that I want to make sure that there's nothing else on the screen that can be seen that would be bad. Let me. Let's just. Okay. Oh no, exactly the one picture I did not want to. Anyway, I don't know if I. Yeah. But yeah, there's a picture of a frozen beer, and it was from
Memories.
So Rob was there, and then I'm still waiting on Jared to call. Hopefully,
Oh, okay. I better get fun and so Jerry can call you back.
hopefully so. And if Jared doesn't call, then whoever else pops in. Doc, are you happy with Jared Mayo as your new head coach?
Oh yes, Gerard Mayo. He's a protege, and he's also a member of the actual group. He left for a little while, but when he came back, the first thing they did, boom, you've got the reins when he leaves, and that's the best thing Bob Kraft did, giving him the reins as soon as he got back. Said, "You want to come back here? I'm gonna reward you by giving you the team when he leaves."
Okay.
That now look. And I'm not saying this about being Jewish, but he's really, really good at taking care of people, like you do, like you were with me. You took good care of me when I was having my issues, and you didn't mess with me. You didn't call me a piece of shit. You were real good to me. I really appreciated that, and I try to remember to be a good person. I mean, you're not the only Jewish person I know in this world. I still say shalom to many people.
Still have. Like I said, I'm a kind of Jew.
I
As
know
they say.
you're Judeo-Christian. That's okay.
Judeo-Christian. That's exactly what it is. Judeo-Christian.
Yes, you are. And
Yeah.
but I'm grateful for having a friend like you and for knowing you, and for people that are
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for you because like I said, I am very touched that I have people like Anna and Vicky and OG and Hollywood and the ones that and I'm not trying to exclude anybody. I'm just going like right off the top of my head that
Mhm.
I've been great friends and have done good things for me, and I appreciate that. As the Rams pull within 1 point with 8 minutes or 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, this is a good game.
Oh,
But
really?
we'll see what happens. If the Eagles win and the Rams win, then Philadelphia has a home game next year.
Ooh.
Or I'm sorry, next week. So that's why I was talking with Philly sports guy. He said, "Hey, we're rooting for the Rams, and if we beat the fake Pirates, then we get a home game." I'm like, okay. I mean, personally, I want to see Detroit win, but Ed Winchell. I'm sorry. See, this is exactly. Yeah, Ed Winchell here. Ed Winchell is not fucking liver. Come on, Ed. I'm sorry. It was just the people that were there today. Love Ed Winchell. You know I love you, motherfucker.
I love you, Ed.
Go. And you know what? Mr. Singleton, he's a buddy as well. Okay. So there are so many people, and I knew I was going to get in trouble. Here, China's like that. Let me go through the list here. Okay. People that I know personally. China's there. I'm going through. Like I said, Vicky. I don't want to forget somebody because they'll say, "What the fuck? Am I shocked?" Okay, no, you're not. Okay, I'm going up. I don't.
Well,
They
I
say
started. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's not that I don't think of highly. I was just quick looking. Okay, and Ed, I talk to you all the fucking time. You, Ed Winchell, is like the motherfucker I talk to every fucking day, literally every day.
I'll let you
So that's
go.
what.
I'm sorry.
See, you got me in fucking trouble, Doc. Motherfucker, man. Here we go.
Kiss my ass.
All right, kiss your ass. Hey, you
Love you,
take care,
brother.
brother.
Shalom. Good night.
Shalom to you. There you go. That's Dr. Brawl. And I know. It's like oh fuck, I'm gonna start mentioning and it's like the Edwin Ed here. I'm giving a big kiss to Ed Winchell. Ed Winchell is the only person that I am going to fly to California for. There you go. There's your chopped liver, Ed. I love you. Anyway, if you want to come into the show, I'm waiting on Jared. Jared said he was going to call in. Okay. Oh, actually, I got a Snapchat from one of my gal pals. Let me just do that. Send her that. Okay. And again, Mr. Singleton's there. That's my shipmate. You're a bunch of people. Oh my God. Come into the show, please, so I can get off the subject. I am going, like I said, in case you missed it, I will be at the game tomorrow with Philly Sports Guy. I will have my captain, or at least plan on having my captain's cap on, my what is it? Jacket for the rain. It's supposed to rain. So the guys, the pictures I saw that you saw me last week when I was wearing my jacket in the rain. Oh, did any of your tickets win? I know that at least two were winners. Anna, I haven't found them yet. I think one of them was the over, so that's a winner. I know the over was a winner. So I think that was the only ticket I had, though. That was a winner. So I'll check it. But they're over there. There is a list of things I need to do, and I keep telling you guys this I still need to go through the list to go get the spins for the what is it the prizes. But I'm pretty sure. Hey, Vicky, I mentioned you, motherfucker! I mentioned Vicky. Vicky, you better go get your fucking ears cleaned. Because I mentioned Vicky, I mentioned Anna, I mentioned China, I always try to mention the ladies. Fucking Doc, man, gets me in trouble. I try to do things nice and I get in trouble. Anyway, let me see this. I like that picture of Patrick Mahomes busted. Okay. Vicky, if I go to California, I'm going to visit as many people as I can. No, Jimmy, I forgot to mention you. I haven't met you, Jimmy. I haven't met you personally. So that's my out. I haven't met Jimmy. I want to meet Jimmy, girl. I can't wait to meet Jimmy, girl. Yeah, see? There you go. This is trying to see. Yeah, nice going, Doc. Yeah, nice going. Oh, and I'm fired. Okay. No Zoom for you. Come into the show. It is a close game, 24-23, and the Rams are making this a game that is not a intentional grounding because there was a running back around right there. See? There you go. And that's exactly what I was thinking. When I get down there, Oh, okay. If I had a 6.5, okay, then yeah, good. I got 2 winners. I got 2 winners. Okay, thank you. You remind, yeah, I forgot that. So I got 2 winners over there. So I got money. I just gotta cash them. And in order to cash them, I gotta go to Vegas. In order to go to Vegas, I need money to go to Vegas. So if I go to Vegas, I got some money. Oh, the other three. I'll tell you what the other three were. Raiders winning the AFC West, Raiders winning the Super Bowl, and Raiders winning the AFC. So that was it. I know, Vicky, but I'll tell you this, Vicky, and I love Vicky for it. Okay, Ed and I are trying to get. Ed and I are trying to do some stuff about a job. Yes, Sheila, I got it. If I wanted to put it up there. So it was one of those because it's job oriented. If I got to spend money that I don't have, it's because of that. Now you understand? So business. That's the reason why. Now you understand? About business. So you get it now. So you don't be pissed off at me, please. If you want to come into the show, see, Jared said he's going to call. I specifically tell people to call in. He didn't call in. Jared, if you're still here, call in. If I get, like I said, if I get a job, then I'll be able to go and do shit. If I can get it, then I'll be, because otherwise, Captain's going to be staying a lot of time here in Florida, doing shows from his house, and this will be the closest I get to a Raider game is this hat. Okay, and Jimmy Farrell says, okay, first, get Russell first 1 year to teach new guys. O'Connell and the new quarterback I think, and again, I said this. AOC for Aiden O'Connell, a veteran quarterback to be determined, and a kid that they get in the draft, not first round. Not first round. Vicky, I will call you after the show. Okay? I will call you after the show. China, help me out here, please.
Oh God.
Help me out here, please.
I know. I've seen everybody thinking you're chopping it. Everybody think they're chopped liver, dude. Come on now.
My God,
I knew you were thinking about all.
Yeah. And so the two people that are definitely hooked me up in California, that what about chopped liver? Come on, motherfuck. Come on.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. And Vicky, I know. And thank Clayton's coming on YouTube to show me some love as well. I love everybody. In fact, I get in trouble for loving everybody. I get in trouble for loving everybody.
Oh,
right?
Lord. Yeah,
right?
Sometimes. Yeah.
But, for those that don't know, and I'm gonna say this, Captain likes me some titties, okay? And I got in trouble because people are not flashing titties. No. They're showing titties.
Oh my God.
And I make a response, and I get in trouble. And you know what? Fuck you, bitch.
Oh,
fuck
okay.
You, bitch. And fuck another bitch, and fuck another bitch for saying that shit. And if anybody that don't know, I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. Because if you are such a fucking Karen, such a fucking Karen, and you make a response, fuck you. And I block these people.
That does make sense.
Yeah, I block these people.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, I know China, not biblically, because that would be wrong, because she's always been married since I known her, and she has a great soul, and she's got a great rack. And she knows when I say she has a great rack, I say it with the utmost respect as a sailor. Anyway, China, what the fuck do you want to talk about?
Oh
What's
my
going on, honey?
God. My 94 everybody knows my 94-year-old dad.
Yep.
Well, he was actually my great grandfather, but since he adopted me, he's my adopted dad. Anyway,
Yep.
he's probably pissed. He's pretty much pissed right now
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the Cowboys, they were, I don't know. I didn't watch most of the game because I was literally pissed. But I know that game was going to be awful, but they came back after I left to go run some errands because I had to go get some last minute shit for the big freeze that we got.
Hey, are you okay for that? You gonna be warm and good to go?
Yeah, I got me an electric blanket. Dakota she don't need nothing. She's all fur anyway. She's used to the cold weather, but well, as soon as she got done doing her business, played a little bit, and then ran back to the house because it was like Alaska cold, but
It's cold.
yeah, just cold shit. Yeah,
That's
see,
why,
they should.
that's why I got this on, because I went out and went to Taco Bell and I have my shorts on, but I'm in the car. It's 50 degrees out, which doesn't sound like cold to anybody, but when you're from Florida, it's cold.
Yeah, you're like way down south. That's what it is. So you're like south. You're like south from us. But right now I'm in Houston right now because, like I said, I had to go get a electric blanket for me because somebody didn't want me to go get freaking. Let's see, what's that word I'm trying to say? Go get me some curtains to go to block all the air from the outside to our bedroom because I'm feeling like I feel like a fucking icicle. But anyway, so yeah, everybody's talking about the whole Antonio Pierce situation.
Yep.
I didn't even know there was going to be an announcement coming up this week. Honey, it's 29 in College Station right now. Well, it's actually, if not lower. Anyway, the whole Antonio Pierce situation. Yeah, we can get them, but because I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Harbaugh because over in Michigan, if like I said last time, they won a national championship. Yeah, they moved. Oh, ouch! It's 12 in Dallas. God help me.
Did you see how cold it was in Wisconsin?
Oh God, I don't even want to know.
You better come in quick because I'm at 1:45 and I'm doing a 2-hour show. So come in quick. Go ahead, John.
But yeah, we just need some. We need some. We need some stability right now because every year, there's like every year or two or whatever, every coach is either we're bouncing from coach to coach to coach to coach to coach, and to GM to GM to GM. It's like it's like we get one of each every who knows.
Yeah.
But
it's like it was the salt. Was it like a tango? 1-2 quit. 1-2.
Yeah.
Quit.
Yeah.
2 years. Year and a half. Get fired. So
good Lord. And thank God we got rid of McAirhead because he looked like because when I saw the Detroit game, it was like nope, done. Yeah, because I literally wanted to throw something at my
hello.
TV. Oh
yeah, I wanted to at least get you in before we did. So let's see. This is China. This is Clayton.
How do you get this?
And by the way, Clayton, she deals with Bronco shit because her husband is a Bronco Miami fan. Yes, you heard that correctly. So
I can't hear him.
She at least deals with that in her life, so she knows she can handle you, which is why I brought you on.
Yeah.
But
my thing is,
go ahead.
When I heard McDaniels, it's like, wait a minute, somebody said this and they hit the nail on the head. Somebody hit the nail on the head. Don't trust anybody with a visor because they don't know. Because, like Danny said, the Broncos didn't do shit with them. Well, he didn't do nothing with the Broncos. He damn
Yeah.
sure didn't do nothing with the Pats. He damn
His
sure didn't do
fault.
nothing with us because he rather.
Yeah.
I think he's a. I keep saying to him, "Say, look, he's afraid of winning. He's afraid to win." I mean,
But
I
I
don't
did
know.
not do that. I did not do that. Clayton
No,
packed out. So hopefully so. I wanted to make sure that you at least got a chance to meet him. But yeah,
right.
give me your thought. And Clayton, come back. Give me your thoughts. Clayton, come back. Trying to give me your thoughts. You definitely want AP, but you
Mm-hmm.
definitely want a great offensive guy to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it is.
That's the way it is because that defense needs. I mean, that offense needs some help bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought the Texans were. I thought the Texans were bad on offense, but damn, they improved after Bill Bill Butthead left, and
Bill like that. Bill Butthead. Yeah.
yeah, the one with the butt. He's got that butt chin. Anyway, just like Danny, but at least Danny covers his up. Don't tell him I said that.
Oh, nobody's going to tell Danny whatever you said. Not me, anyway.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we need some stability. I mean, Max Crosby hit the nail on the head. He's tired of losing. He's tired of not making the playoffs. I mean, they made the playoffs back in 2016, and that's when what's his face, the Lemonhead, who's over with the Saints now, he broke his leg, and then it was I forgot who was it. Was it Matt McGloin? I think it was that backed up.
Yeah. Pat McGroin, aka Matt McGloin. He was
Yeah.
our quarterback when we played the Texans in the playoffs.
After that 30 to zip. No, I don't want to say it, but I love the Raiders and everything.
I got you.
But
Clayton,
yeah,
come back and then because like I said, Clayton says he can't hear on a three-way, which is why he had to back out. So yeah, give me your thoughts real quick. Like I said, China agrees with me that we need a viable offensive guy.
mm-hmm. Hi, Vicky.
There you go. Vicky goes there. But hey, you know I'm here because again I ain't going nowhere, so it's not like I'm going to be doing the I will providing I'm living and breathing. I will do my shows as scheduled.
You're gonna be here. Yeah, you know the old saying. God, shoot, the only person that's gonna say anything about that is God. That's it.
I get that. If God checks me out, it's on His schedule. I'm just
exactly.
I'm just
even though you still look like you're in your 40s, but that's beside the point.
This ain't a 40s beard. Come on, honey.
Danny is when me and Danny got together. He already had gray hairs on his beard. He was like 45 when we got together.
Yeah.
And we've been together. We've been married for 6 years, and there's not enough. Well, actually, no. I think he got gray hairs when he was like after the youngest came in. Right? Well, he had 3 kids from a previous marriage, but hey, I like gray hair. So, yeah. And besides, hell, I know people that got gray hair who was they're like in their 30s.
True, premature gray.
Yeah, premature gray.
That's it. Well,
but
thank you for being here, and again,
not a problem.
Say hi to Danny. And tell him that now he's got. Well, by the way, who is Danny rooting for now that his Dolphins are gone?
I don't think he's rooting for anybody.
Yeah, I'm rooting. I'm rooting for the Eagles only because I don't want the fake Pirates to go anywhere. I'm going to.
I really don't want. As long as anybody does not. Okay, let me tell you this: since the Raiders and the Dolphins and the Broncos are not in the playoffs, I'm rooting for anybody that's not Kansas City.
There you go.
Because I'm tired of the same old shit. With Kansas City and say, "Oh, Kansas City going to Super Bowl." Da 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 da. You know what? Okay, I don't want them even in the. I don't even want them in Allegiant for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'd rather pick it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Clayton came back. He says Packers, of course, because he's Wisconsin. I'm gonna get Clayton in here in a second.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd rather have the Packers. I'd rather have the Packers and I think Packers and Eagles or Packers and Ravens.
Yeah,
no, Ravens.
I'm definitely rooting for the friggin' Eagles tomorrow. That's a no shitter.
Right.
Hey, take care, darling. Thanks for coming in.
I will.
All right. Be well. That was China. I'm gonna get Clayton in here. Clayton, we got about 5 minutes. Can you hear me now?
I sure can. Can you hear me, brother Cap?
Yes, sir, I can. I wanted to make sure. Yeah, Mr. Singleton says I hate ketchup and mustard. Fuck the cheese. And again,
right.
I say that with respect because again, there are really nice Chiefs fans. Like I said, Alex from the Wild Wild West is a great Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Rob that goes in here earlier, great Chiefs fan. My buddy Mr. Ray, great Chiefs fan. So there are cool fans.
Oh, tell me about it. Yep.
Yeah, and like I said, Clayton is a Broncos fan, and most of the Bronco fans that I know are assholes, except for the ones I know personally who are cool. So there it is. Maybe it's the ones I know personally that are cool, and the rest of them are fucks. But yeah,
right.
Root for the Packers. Root for the Packers. Right
you know,
now.
I tell you the truth. It's a funny story. Like you say, I've been a Bronco fan for over 20 plus years. This is the first year I'm actually rooting for the Packers. I always go against the Packers because I don't know if it's an Aaron Rodgers thing or I don't know what it was, but since the beginning of this season, I started following the Packers. So I'm a Packer fan and a Bronco fan, I guess.
Yeah, and I agree with Claribia. I mean, I always, it's not that I'm rooting for the other team. It's just that I'm, silently giving them a yay.
Yep.
I'm this because again, it's always who is the least objectionable person that's gonna host the Lombardi that year, and that's what I'm saying.
Yep. Oh, for sure. Spot on there, Cap. Yeah, I tell you, like, see, I shot a couple texts in there for everybody out there too, whoever's watching. Yeah, Wisconsin has some crazy weather, man. I tell you.
Minus 22, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's with the wind chill. I think our real temp is -4, but with the wind chill because it's pretty windy by us. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I don't go up there in the winter, man.
Yeah, I'm used to it because, like I say, we're from Wisconsin, but because I work out in the elements. So, like the last, I think 72 hours, I've been 15 hours, couple cat nap. I think we pulled like a 22 a cat nap. I worked 15 today, or the other day, and then we got to go back out for a couple hours tomorrow morning. So it's been busy.
Okay, I got about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Give me your football thoughts, brother.
All right. Well, all right. So we'll start with the Broncos because obviously I'm a Bronco fan. I'm hearing in the chat and even on the Sports Center or whatever, the sports talk, a lot of people say trade back to get more picks. And then I hear trade up and get our quarterback for the future on the rookie contract. Let's get him. And I personally think we'll find a trade partner for Russ. We'll put in a kicker. I mean, fifth is too steep, but we'll trade Russ. Not give him a second round, that dead cap, and just kill it, get him all said and done.
So you think Russell Wilson goes for what round pick?
It's either I probably a 6th or a 7th, so
Wow.
or maybe even a little bit higher.
Yeah, does that mean we have to inherit the contract?
No, that'd be dead. So like if we say you guys want a Russell Wilson, and we give him to you, and we'll give you a 7th. And then on my half, Russell Wilson is gone, clear cut, no dead cap, no nothing. So see you later, bye. But obviously, you got to give up a draft pick for it.
Right, but if we don't have to inherit that horrendously fucked up contract.
Yep, fuck it. No, that's all gone. That comes with the package, and sayonara, buddy.
Okay, well, but no, you don't have to worry about it, but the team that trades for him has to worry about it.
Yes, yep. And that's where that.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's that kicker of obviously a 5th, 6th, or a 7th. Man, I hate to give away a draft pick, but 87 million or 87 dead cap. I mean, that's a lot of holy shit.
And I wouldn't mind if you're gonna go there. Yeah, I particularly don't want Russell Wilson I don't. I would rather have, somebody like Minshew or Brissett
Yep.
on a 1 year or two rather than Russell Wilson. But you know what? It depends upon what the OC wants. I'll
Yes.
say that. It depends on
Yep.
what the OC wants. Okay.
I mean, Russ did his thing. He tried. He did very good. You can't bitch or complain if you're a Bronco fan, man. Last year we won 4 and we won 8 this year. So push comes to shove, a better year. Russ did. I mean, it is what it is. So it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I like this comment by Mr. Singleton. Let's ride right on by Russell Wilson.
There, yeah. I mean, like you say, I mean, I always said, let's ride, let's ride. I mean, obviously, being a fan, you got to go. I mean, you got to go with the team. No
Pick
matter.
up on it.
Yep.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then I think I don't know if you got another minute. I'm going for. I'm gonna shoot. Obviously, I'm gonna go for the Packers because they played excellent. So they stick with that ground and pound game, just like the Broncos did. And Jordan Love plays the way he did, and they got really talented receivers, and their defense play outstanding. Watch out for the Pack.
Okay. Watch. I said the Pack would be a very unobjectionable winner for me.
Oh yes. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Hey, Clayton, thanks for coming in, partner. I'm sorry I have to be short. I said I'm trying to get this under 2 hours because then I could rebroadcast it if I need to later on.
Oh no, you're all good. Like I said, I tried a couple times before, but I got home and spending a little family time, so I spent time with the family, and then I jumped on in because I haven't seen anybody the last 72 hours. But it shit happens. Work.
Work is hey, trust me, work is work.
Yes, sir.
That's something I need. Thanks, man. You take care.
All right, you take care of yourself, man. Smash that like button, share, guys.
Thank you, brother.
All right, so have a good night, Cap.
Good night to you as well. That's Clayton, and I got to get out of here. I'm already at like 45 seconds to go. Thank you for being here. Take care. I will be here Tuesday with Peggy. Take care, everybody. Got to go. Bye.